Schartz will start on the back end for Trail. And this game from South Surrey Arena is underway with the Eagles in their home green uniforms skating left to right and gaining possession off the opening faceoff and clearing it out to center. Backpedaling is Schartz in his own zone, D-to-D to Dylan Bowen. Bowen's pass was thwarted by Anthony Conti, and the Eagles will skate back in on left wing. It's Conti in the corner, centering a shot that glances off the glove of Adam Todd, and the Smokies will turn it back in as far as the red line before Dawson stops progress. Bouncing puck in the neutral zone, settled by McMurphy. He'll drop it back to Dawson. Lead feet on the right wing to Russell. In over the trail line. Russell to the high slot. Wrists it down low to Conti. His mates are on a change. Conti's on his lonesome right now as he tries to dangle around Dylan Bowen. That didn't work, and the Smoke Eaters get out to center with Brian Basilico. Cross ice feed to Scott Davidson over the line on right wing. And Trail has an early goal here. And after a long day of travel, you have to figure that might be something that will boost the spirits of this Smoke Eater club, as now they're forced back into their own zone. Off the face-off in neutral territory. Bowen plays it up the wall. It's picked off by Chase McMurphy. Russell knocks it down, drops it back to McMurphy left side. He's hit by Davidson. And away to center comes Masker. He has his pocket picked, but back in the zone. Minutes and 32 seconds. Gone in the game. Another face-off in neutral territory, won by Maskrin. This is Zane Schartz skating down the left side. He'll float one down the wing. Maskrin will chase after it below the goal line. Has help there in the form of Davidson. Now Masker in the right wing corner. Basilico can't reach it in the circle. It bounces free. And out to center comes Russell for Surrey. Russell to the red line. First pass got deflected. Second one lifted into the Trail zone. Bowen can't clear. Jumping in is McMurphy. Bouncing puck up high. Now Johansson will backhand it forward. But Bowen got a skate on it and turns Trail back the other way. Basilico. Toe drags over the line to Davidson in the slot. Davidson with a quick wrist there and a nice pad save by Devin Fordyce off a Scott Davidson effort from the slot. Here's Conti back the other way for Surrey. Over the Trail line, left wing feed to Brian Draplick, the defenseman jumping into the play. Draplick floats it back around to Russell in the right wing corner. Braden Russell double teamed. Will he wriggle free? Yes, he will. He's got Conti helping him. Conti centers one, but it's off a leg to the line and out past Macelis, who has to peel back to center. Has it chopped away from him by Liam Lawson as the video feed should be back up and again ready to go here from Surrey. We apologize for that little malfeasance. As away to center comes Dawson for the Eagles. He'll dump it in deep. Back for it behind his own net is Schartz as we played 8.5 minutes of this first period. The score 1-0 Trail. Pass through center to Davidson. Davidson in across the line on left wing. He feeds the slot area and it's away from Basilico by Danton Heinen. Puck rolls back in on Fordyce. There forward is Brian Draplick. He has trouble escaping the zone as Davidson is in on the forward check. Now Johansson will circle back behind his own net. Philippe Johansson to Brian Draplick through the middle. It just gets out over the line and rolls onto the stick of Joe Draplick. In over the trail stripe now to the right circle. He'll backhand it in deep for Danton Heinen. Heinen hit hard by Davidson. Puck comes free to the right point to Johansson. D to D. This is Bennett. Winds. Fires blocked. Loose puck in the slot. Collected there by Volpe. And he'll come away to center for Trail. Down the left side, trying to cut around Philippe Johansson. Does to the... Stopped up by Phil Johansson. Westgard clears to the line. Knocked at him there by Schartz. Backhanded back deeper now by Scott Davidson and behind the net. This is Volpe. Feeds it in front. Nobody in white there, and it's all the way down the ice into the Trail zone. Eagles will make changes now and bring out Davidson. Darius with Ferguson and Lawson. Here's Basilico back in for Trail. Can't cut around Brian Draplick down the left wing side. Puck free in the corner for Lawson. Liam Lawson, second straight game, fourth as an affiliate this year for the Eagles. Stops up in front of his own bench, plays it to safety to Bennett. And now Brian Draplick will look up the right wing side for Austin Ferguson. Ferguson stops in just over the line, walks up top, circle a shot, and it's blocked away by Todd. Rebound to Bennett with a drive, stop two, another chance, and Todd makes the third save as pancaked in front of the net was side to Brian Draplick in across the Trail stripe now. Stops up, has Russell with him, feeds him now. Does Draplick. Russell taken down. Puck comes free to the line. Draplick looks across to Bennett. Bennett to the net. A shot. And it's stopped by Todd. Now some rough stuff between Mackey and Bowen in the Trail crease. Against Trail Sunday against Langley. Smoke Eaters will go to Langley tomorrow and then play Coquitlam on Sunday. As through center, it's dumped in by Braden Cross. Smokies come in after it. Reitmeyer couldn't reach the puck, and here's Bennett back the other way for Surrey. Russell pokes it head to center. Here's an odd man rush for Surrey. Conti down the right side to the slot. Bennett scoffed the crossbar. Beat a little bit easier here. As Trail have had stretches of carrying the play in this first period and scored the opener just under 2 minutes in. Here's Nate Renouf now in the right wing corner as the Eagles go looking for the go-ahead marker. Drapluk looks up top to Dawson. Back to Drapluk. He missed the pass. It rolls back in behind the net, but there for it is Danton Heinen. Heinen being looked off by Dylan Bowen. Puck still behind the goal line. Schartz will come away from the pile with it. Zane Schartz high in the air, just out over the line, gloving it down his cross. Reitmeier with him, well offside though, as Reitmeier stretched that. And Darius Davidson up front with Bennett, the goal scorer, and Brian Drapluk manning the points. Eagles win the opening faceoff of this second period. And we're back underway. The turnover in neutral ice. Back in comes Schartz for Trail. A shot from the left side, kicked out Fordyce, and then rebound just eluded Scott Davidson. Back the other way, Darius Davidson for Surrey. A shot from the left side, blocked into the corner. Lawson there for it for the Eagles. Double team. Davidson gathers the loose change for the Smoke Eaters. Chased back behind the net. Looks left to Schartz, who's caught up to by Darius Davidson. Trail tries to get out. They will eventually. Now it's Basilico through center. Brian Basilico over the Surrey line. Stopped up nicely by Brian Drapluk. And Davidson will clear the puck to open space down the ice into the Smoke Eater zone. Eagles make a quick change as Bowen peels back. Looks on to Jake Lucchini through center. Lucchini in over the line on play of the night. Looking to take their second lead of the game. Face off to the right of Fordyce. It's McMurphy against Maskrin. Clean win for Chase McMurphy. Played around to the point by Bennett. Held in there by Dylan Bowen. Back into the right wing corner. Brian Drapluk hit hard by Maskrin, but he got the puck away to safety. Bennett trying to lunge it out to center. Good pinch though by Zane Schartz. Keeps it alive for Trail. Now Basilico holds it on left side. Back to Schartz to the point. Bowen now. Up top into the left circle. Basilico winds and fires, and Bennett got a block on it. Puck is tied up on back top of the net. Bennett behind the goal looking for it. It comes right out front. And Heinen will backhand it all the way down the ice. As mentioned, Danton Heinen wearing the C tonight for Surrey. After the 2-year captain, Brett Mulcahy, was traded at the deadline. Bowen through center now, Jake Lucchini. Left wing entry. He'll skate into the corner. Looks back to the line to Bowen, who just holds it in. Over to the left side, a shot from Schartz sails high over top of the net. To the near side we go. Bowen keeps it there. Checked by Heinen, but the Smokies retain possession. Now it's turned over. McMurphy ahead to center. Pushes it ahead of himself, and Bowen was able to get back to it before McMurphy could break away. Lucchini touched it back into the Surrey zone, racing after it is that beat Bo Dieter that night. This time Fordyce could do nothing to make that save off Lucchini, who was already committed to the initial chance. And the Smoke Eaters have the lead 2-1 as now Bennett will turn the Eagles back the other way. Brett intercepts a pass at center, skates it back in toward Reitmeier, but the Smokies are offside. Waiting on period number 2 through their home dates this season. Long dump in by Bowen. He was kicked out by Fordyce. Hauled down was Chow. Puck comes free to the slot, and it's just put wide by Schartz. Rebound comes free to Chase McMurphy. He'll lead it on to Heinen. 2-on-2 rush. Heinen over the line, long wrister, and a good glove save by Todd as he saw it all the way and made sure there was no rebound. We'll hear from Trail's head coach Nick Danton Heinen. Heinen looking for his 20th goal of the season tonight. Has 19 after the goal Wednesday in Coquitlam. Puck back down into the Surrey zone. First to it is Basilico. He looks back up top. There's a shot from Schartz up high. Rebound, they score! Dylan Maskrin gathers the loose puck in front of the net. Fordyce thought you care about the other team's record. You have to overlook that. And you said, yeah, you can't. You can't play too much into it. And the Smoke Eaters, so far the better team tonight. They're up 3-1. Here comes Schartz back in over the Surrey line. Nudged off the puck by Nate Renouf. Comes free to the near side. Masella scampering after it. Can't get there ahead of Elenek. Renouf gathers the loose puck. Can't clear. Here's Elenek in on right wing. Checked by Renouf. They collide in the boards. Puck still in feet. It comes free to Volpe with a shot. And he missed the goal far side. Around to the point. Schartz pinched. Missed it. Russell got it out to center. But Elenek covering back at his own line will clear it out to center for Trail. Maskrin gets the goal. It's his second of the year. Another guy who's missed a good chunk of time with injury. As Russell brings back in on right wing for Surrey. To the front of the net. Renouf tips on goal. I think Bowen maybe got a piece of that. As it comes free now to the right side. Renouf looks back to the point. Dawson holds it in there. Off the glass. Glove down by Dylan Bowen. Volpe calling for it at center. Puck makes its way to him in over the line, left wing side. Dawson broken up by Mascarin. Turned over though down to Danton Heinen, but a sea of white at the blue line. As now Davidson knocked down his blue line. Basilico advances the puck in on goal. He shoots, he scores. Top shelf. And it's 4-1. The Eagles need to answer back here. Just something to get a spark. Down 4-1 in the second period. Here's Marcellus looking on to Anthony Conti. Over the line on left wing, Conti to the front of the net. It rolls in on goal, and Todd will take no chances. He'll cover up. As Joe Drapp reached him at the point. His brother Joe will take the faceoff here against Volpe. Volpe wins it back to Zane Schartz. Here's Schartz. Looks over to his partner Dylan Bowen. Bowen, long outlet feed to Lucchini. He plays it into open space. First to it is Brian Drapluck. Volpe was looking for it, but now the Eagles come back in. Here's Russell, right side. Russell, a shot in on goal, and Todd had the angle covered, and he makes the save again. This time off Braden Russell. To center comes Conti. Conti on to Heinen. Heinen down the left side. Has traffic going to the net. The shot didn't reach it. Bowen got a leg down. As now McMurphy trying to hold the point. Can't. Here comes Basilico through the neutral zone. To the right circle. Basilico with a wrister. His stick was checked just at the last moment. And Fordyce makes the save. Mascarin got hit right in the foot with that shot from Bowen. It felled him, but he's back up. He'll get onto it in the right wing corner now, will Dylan Mascarin. Looks into the slot. Davidson fanned on it. Comes free to Schartz. He looks across to Bowen. Now right wing side for Basilico. A bouncing pass made its way to the slot. Drapluck trying to settle it down. Can't. Davidson will win it back for Trail, but he's stripped now by Drapluck. Into the Trail zone and is back in with a shot. And he put it through the blue paint wide of the goal. Now Lawson back up top to Phil Johansson. Johansson back down into the corner. Joe Drapluck is there. Tried to send one out front. Good job by Bowen to get a leg in on it. Drapluck still below the goal line looking for that loose puck, but Schartz gets there first. Schartz, the former Eagle, has it tied up in feet, comes free to the near side. First to it is Scott Davidson. Plays to the line softly, not out. Held in there by Lawson. Liam Lawson banks it back in down low behind the Trail net, but Bowen angled off his man Darius Davidson, allowing Schartz to get the loose change and clear to center. Off Davidson's glove it goes, back into the Surrey. His second at 13:23, and it's 4-2 Trail. Puck back into the Smoke Eater zone as Johansson knocked it in. This could be the source of life for the Eagles. Here's Bowen. Just gets out over his line. 3 Eagles were in on him. As it comes back into the Surrey, or the Trail zone, Schartz back for it. Zane Schartz to his own line. Gets to the red line now. He'll skate it into the Surrey zone. Schartz, a shot blocked by Phil Johansson. And now Renouf will bring the Eagles back the other way. Bounce pass on to Davidson. Down the right wing side. Davidson to the slot. Turns with forehand. Takes a shot. Great stop by Adam Todd. Todd. Not many penalties in this hockey game, or not many power play opportunities. Trail is 1 for 2. Surrey 0 for 1. Smoke Eaters won a face-off in their own zone. Fanning on it to clear was McNeil. Here's a chance for Surrey. Dawson puts it into Joe Drapluck. Skates, gets it back now left point. Saucers one across to Danton Heinen. Into the slot, Joe Drapluck. Back toward Heinen, right circle shot. Kick save, Todd. And the rebound comes free to McMurphy, left side. McMurphy across to Heinen. Another wrister. Stop. Rebound. Stopped again. Bowen, I think, blocked. Another chance. Loose puck. Where is it? As it's finally taken by Chow and sent down the ice. The best save on that chance was by Bowen, though. Eaters will have their third power play of the night. Eagles win the draw. It's cleared out to center, and there's that international ice coming to play against the Smoke Eaters as Bowen had to take 3 extra steps to get to the boards to keep that puck in and couldn't. So there's a 13-second differential between game clock and penalty clock, so barring a goal, Trail will be on the power play for the rest of the period. They enter the Surrey zone. Brian Drapluck puts it right back out. Now a race for it all the way down into the Trail zone. Who will get there first? It'll be McMurphy. In front of the net. Joe Drapluck. Oh, he found on the backhand. Still with it, though, in front of the Trail net. As Drapluck tried to deke to the backhand and fanned on it after McMurphy sent it out into open space in front of the net. Just about a golden shorthanded chance for the Eagles. As down the ice the puck goes into the Surrey zone. Johansson will take it away from Trail. Here he comes to center. Phil Johansson shorthanded over the line. Long shot, blockered asunder by Adam Todd to the left wing side. Heinen beats Davies to the puck. He'll chase after it in the left wing corner now. He's got Renouf behind the net. Heinen to Renouf now in the right corner. Up top to Johansson. Dawson circling at center. Lester rushed the other way. Shot in on goal, and Heinen tipped it on. And a pad save by Todd Heinen looking to put that 5-hole. Just about did. Now a long pass from Lucchini. Didn't reach Scott Davidson. Smokey circle back. 30 seconds left in the period. Now a pass just out of the reach of Lucchini from Zane Schartz. And we'll go back all the way down the ice. At center, Eagles go left to right in this third period. Renouf wins the opening faceoff of period 3. And the puck is swatted back into the trail zone by Cale Bennett. And that will pretty much do it in the minor to Mackey. Here's Bowen. Ahead to center to Brandon Volpe. Down the left wing side over the Surrey line. Volpe chips into the corner. Chased behind the net. There for it as well as Ellenuk, but he's stripped of it by Liam Lawson of Surrey. Lawson lifts the puck into the trail zone. Todd well out of his net to play it. Up the wall it goes to the line and out courtesy of Volpe. Trying to get a step on Heinen, does to the high slot with a wrister. Fordyce to save a rebound. Loose puck. Volpe just pulled it wide. I think Fordyce got a piece of it with the blocker as well. Now Schartz from the left side. His shot is blocked by Austin Ferguson. Macelas brings it back the other way to center. Heinen there lunging for it, but Lucchini takes it away from him. Now it's Kelowna. 5-1 game that night. It was Dustin Nickel in goal in that outing, though, as Schartz tried to hold the line and dump it deep, but he hit Lawson in the skates. It's back into the trail zone. Back to center we go. Here's Bennett. Feeds it in on left wing. Mackey touched it, but he was in an offside position. Noof into the trail zone. Back for it is Armbruster. Now Armbruster, a give and go with Schartz. Comes free to Davidson on the right wing. Scott Davidson ahead to Dylan Mascarin. Mascarin hit the red line, dumps it in deep. He'll head to the bench for a change. Phil Johansson looks left wing side. He got a stick in the face. Penalty coming to trail. Davidson caught him up high as the puck bounces on. It's an offside call against Surrey, but Davidson finishes check on Phil Johansson. For 2 with a chance to bring this back to a 1-goal game. Tied up off the faceoff and cleared out and down the ice by Jeremy McNeil. He'll roll in on goal where it's held there by Devin Fordyce. He'll leave it back behind his net for Dawson. Matt Dawson out of his own end. To the red line. Hard dump into the corner. Todd will stop it up behind his own net. Trying to clear it himself. It's knocked down by Chase McMurphy. Not with a high stick, but Schartz will get it ahead to center nonetheless. Here's McNeil over the line short-handed. A wrister into the glove of Fordyce, and he'll hold for a draw after and Mackey just unable to settle the bouncing puck at the side of the net. It remains 4-2. There's 40 seconds left in the penalty to Scott Davidson as Drapluk comes back through center for the Eagles. Brian Drapluk dropped it to the line to Nate Renouf. Now Heinen high slot into the corner for Russell. Russell let it roll off his stick. It'll stay down low. Russell battling with Schartz. Braden Russell stays on the puck. There's a pushing and shoving match in front of the net. Mackey's getting abused. Now a puck comes out front for Heinen. Loose. And it's blown dead. Now Mackey pushing it to Armbruster. Mascarin against Nate Renouf. Winger win for Basilico. Tied up at the side of the net. Couldn't get a shot away, however. As now Nate Renouf slips past Bowen, but he mishandled the puck at the line, allowing Trail to recover. Back in comes Dylan Bowen, trying to cut through Dawson. It rolls in on goal. Fordyce steers it to the corner. Bennett lifts it in the air to the line. It's out, and now Renouf through center. He stepped on the puck and falls over, and then he's knocked down by Bowen in front of the Trail bench. Smoke Eaters are now on their 4th power play of the night. There's a minute and a half remaining in it. The penalty to Mackey, which is being served by Ferguson. Here's Basilico in over the line on left wing for Trail. Back up top to the left point to Zane Schartz. Mascarin parked in the right circle, but Schartz will take it solo meal down the left wing side. Tied up by Nate Renouf, and it'll come free to the line. Good keep, though, by Bowen. Schartz to Mascarin. One-timer. He fanned on it. Hit the heel of his stick. Now Mascarin gets it right back in the right circle. Gets around one man. Tripped up. Falls down. Puck comes free to the line. Race for it. Conti gets there ahead of Schartz. He'll race away to center. Scott Davidson, the last man back. He'll just angle the puck into the corner. And now Davidson will collect it in his own end as Conti peels back to neutral ice. 52 left in the penalty. Jake Lucchini speedily down the left side trying to cut around Brian Drapluk. That didn't work. Drapluk off the stanchion, bounces right back out into the slot. But luckily for Surrey, the only person there was Phil Johansson. Johansson in over the trail line. Long wrister. It's off Volpe's stick. Bounces wide of the goal. Eagles looking for it in the form of Joe Drapluk, but it's Webb coming away from the pile with it. Out to center. Ellenuk turned it over, but then Johansson put it into the is. Long dump in, wide of the net. In behind the goal, it'll be stopped up. Schartz softly to the corner. 2 Eagles in there on it. In one of them is Nate Renouf. It comes free to the line. Draplik gloved it down and held it. He's pinned against the boards. The puck is between his legs. McNeil's trying to fish it free. It's still tied up at the blue line. Linesman intently watching to make sure things are onside and legal here as Conti's the man tied up for Surrey. And now it'll roll all the way back into the Eagle zone, and Johansson has to peel back for it. Johansson into the corner to his partner Brian Draplik, softly up the wall, past the stick of Zane Schartz out to center, and all the way back goes Davies into the trail end. Davies, long cross-ice pass, trying to catch Surrey with too many men, just about did, as Johansson was a little bit slow getting back to the bench, but Dawson, a veteran move, made sure he didn't touch the puck. Puck back into the trail zone. Conti finishes his check behind the net. Puck stays behind the trail goal. Davies had it in his equipment, plays it to the line and out past Bennett. Dawson, last man back, looks over to Westgard over on the right wing side. Westgard to Liam Lawson. Lawson trying to get around Scott Davidson, can't. Puck is tied up, now it's freed by Maskrin, ahead to Basilico at center. And here comes Davies into the rush for trail. Long wrister. Smoke Eaters win the draw in neutral territory. Schartz, D-to-D to Dylan Bowen. These two have logged a lot of ice tonight for Dick Deschain's club. Bowen at center, a hard dump in off the corner boards. Funny bounce and good recovery by Fordyce as it went off the side of the net back behind the goal, and he had to do a little spinorama at the side of the goal to keep things kosher for Surrey. Here's Davidson. Back up top to Bowen. A wrister through traffic, and Fordyce gets a glove on it and hangs on. 5:50 now remaining in the period. No time like the present for the Eagles to get a goal here. As a face-off win for Tim Chow and the Smokies, Bowen and Schartz will bring it out to center. Here's Zane Schartz cutting away from Russell. He'll skate in on the right wing side to the circle of the goal line now. He'll peel off in the corner. Schartz just about lost his balance as he leaves it in for Jeremy McNeil. McNeil trying to kick it free. He's tied up by Phil Johansson. Puck to the near side. There for it is Chow. Up top to Dylan Bowen. Bowen lays it on back in deep with 15 left in the 4-on-4. Played out front. Chow just missed it. And away the other way skates Russell for Surrey. Braden Russell weaves his way through the neutral zone in across the trail line. Chow hassling him back to the point just out over the line. And Nate Renouf will chip it across to Johansson, who slips and falls, and it's offside. But now made legal as Johansson tags up, as did Russell. Eagles are on a power play. It's their 4th of the game for another minute 8. Past Adam Todd. The trail defenseman didn't see who, just about pulled that off the line, but it just crept in over the goal line, and it's 4-3 now with 3:18 left to play in the third period. Smokies go back to work the offensive zone. Basilico lost the battle in the left wing corner. Out with it comes Nate Renouf for Surrey. Renouf to his own line, feeds it on right wing to Braden Russell, who kicks it forward. Basilico gloves it down as he backtracks into his own corner. Bowen to Zane Schartz. Up the wall, past Basilico, down the ice. Icing's waved off as Brian Draplik goes back after him. Here's Russell. Across to Cale Bennett. Bennett down the left side. Fires it down low. Todd behind his net to play it. Gets it to the near side. McMurphy battling there for it. Can't get to it. And away to center comes Reitmeyer's pass. Hit cross on the skate, but Brett follows up. Sheldon Brett in over the line. Reitmeyer's offside. And that'll result in a stoppage as Reitmeyer lost an edge in the neutral to face Maskrin this time in the face-off circle. Winger win for Danton Heinen. He feeds the line to Cale Bennett. Fires it on back down behind the goal. Conti couldn't settle it down. Scott Davidson gets to the puck. He can't clear. Held in by Dawson. He'll play it back down low behind the net. Schartz gets there first around to the near side. Held in by Cale Bennett. Bennett leaves it back down low into the corner for Conti. Now behind the goal to Joe Draplik. Draplik being watched by Webb. He looks back up top to Dawson. Across to Bennett with a one-timer up high. It's sailed over top of the net. Draplik gets to the puck on the left side. Gets past Stevenson. Into the corner to Conti. Conti centered one. Blocked by Schartz. Conti still on that puck. 48 seconds left. Conti to the right point to Bennett. Across to Dawson. Dawson wrists one. Wide of the goal. It was deflected. Conti gets it. Cuts up front. Todd the save. Loose puck. No, it's not. It's blown dead. And Todd's got it as Conti